Hi there, this is Phil. What I'm going to show you here is a tour of the reviews that you can find on the LoveScent site, where you can look up individual information, and this will give you an idea of why I find that Chikara is one of the best pheromone colognes for men to use. In addition to my own experiences with it, what you'll see is that there have been quite a few guys who have used it with a lot of success. So there's a link on this page, which if you click, you'll be able to navigate to this page. And the way it's laid out is in the center here. You have about 6 reviews per page. And the way this is laid out indicates who wrote it. And this is a link to the full review, and there's a rating given by the person who does the review. And so I'll go ahead and read this one by James, because it is the most recent that has been added here. By clicking on his name, we see that James says, "I use Chikara for the first time this morning, and I will never buy another cologne. The sales lady at the store, which was probably in her 30s, seemed to be overly helpful and kept giving me compliments about my looks and the way I smelled. I love this stuff. Thank you, LoveScent," with a rating of 5 out of 5. So, and then if you click on the back button, you navigate to that same list you were looking at. I did find it kind of interesting that there are 2 here by a guy named Rafael. Seems to be in Spanish. He seemed to be pretty excited about what was going on. There is one here with a fairly low rating, a rating of 2, and I think that you'll find this to be instructive as well. Richard says, "This did not work for me. Maybe it was too strong for me. Had a girl that normally is responsive to me say that I seemed scary. I tried it with half a gel pack to 2 and never really noticed anything. Going to try something not as strong." What this is, it's indicative of what happens with any pheromone product, which is that if you use too much, definitely women will react negatively, thinking that you're coming on way too strong, because at an unconscious level they're picking up a lot of sexual cues coming from you, and it will work against their level of trust. So this is referred to, if you read in any of the forums, as doing an overdose of pheromones. Happens with all products, and it looks like this guy Richard found out the hard way. Now anybody using these can overdose, but what you'll find is that within a couple of days of using them, maybe 3 to 5 times at the most, you'll find out what exactly the right amount to put on is to get the reactions that you want. And I'm not going to read many more of them. There's one more that I'd like to read, but as you see, I've got a lot of 5 out of 5 stars in these reviews, and that's what I would also rate it, as a 5 out of 5. Except for the one with the overdose. Everything on here is 5 out of 5 on this page. If you go to this page, you'll see 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. There's a 2 down there, 5 out of 5. Again, just an outstanding number of just giving it the highest possible rating. Here's the 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. And here's Richard. I don't know if it's the same Richard, but probably not. He didn't have such good luck with it. 5 out of 5. And then the last page has a couple on it. One's a 5 out of 5 and one's a 4 out of 5. So by my count, there's about 20 reviews here. 15 of those are 5 out of 5, 2 of them are 4 out of 5, and there are 3 reviews of people who gave it a 1 or a 2 out of 5. Looks like some pretty good recommendations to me. There was one in here that, if I can find it again, I did want to share with you, and that's this one by Michael. Michael says, I've used pheromone products since I've heard about them in 1987 with Lure. Lure was one of the first ones out there. Yeah, since 1987. I've only tried Chikara in the sample packets, but each time I've done so, I've noticed a significant positive effect on the women I've come in contact with. Honestly, Chikara has come the closest to how I envisioned pheromone colognes to work. Co-workers have been more talkative towards me and more touchy-feely. Friends and casual acquaintances have been warmer and more intimate, and strangers have opened up more often, sometimes without even a single word from me. The scent is great and would work, in my opinion, in most settings. I concur with that. Chikara is the real deal. It won't work magic by itself, but it will help start a few fires, and rates it a 5 out of 5. And I think the key here is where he talks about it won't work magically by itself. There's a lot of hype on the internet and indicating that women will just come across the room and jump on you, start ripping your clothes off, and that's really not how it works. This makes you much more attractive to women, but particularly if you're not used to being attractive to women, you don't always know how you might take advantage of that. But believe me, with the increasing in confidence and the increase in positive interactions that you have, you will find yourself very quickly knowing what to do with it. Too, guys will respect you a lot more and treat you with a lot more respect. So that's it. If you want to follow the link, there are also in their reviews on Alpha 7 and Primal Instinct, which the three of those I consider to be the best pheromone cologne products, oils, colognes for men, and especially men who are over 40. This is Phil. Thanks for your time. Go to the secure website, buy this stuff now, and you will be melting some panties in just a day or two. So, best of luck to you.